Morning. This is Andre, and this is video number 8. I wanted to post this one. This one, actually, for me, it's kind of like an accumulation of all the work that I've done up until this point. I kind of really think, actually, an accumulation of the poetry, the posts, everything really boils down to kind of this post, and that's kind of how things have worked out. They build on each other, and then they also kind of come full circle. And so I'm really excited about this one because this is kind of like kind of I kind of want to say an end of a chapter, but also the beginning of a new chapter. Just because, like I said, as I go and come up with these concepts. New doors are open, which is the whole point of this process. It doesn't stop. It just keeps getting better and stronger. And so I wanted to share. A lot of my stuff comes from the men's group, and again, I only say that just because this is it's not always easy. It's not always easy to to fit these things in. Make sure that you go there. And sometimes you got to make these things just as important as everything else, and you learn so much from them, and not just showing up, but also listening to the people that are there and speaking. And one of the things that I said in one of my earlier videos is sometimes we have to admit when we're wrong and find humility. And I think this is such a beautiful example of me going to this group and being kind of in a state of trying to listen to the scripture and not necessarily find things wrong, but kind of sometimes being in a state, like I've said before, where in my last video where I said being in a state of kind of standing up for Jesus, but sometimes you can just embrace it. One of the things that I've said, actually, I remember saying in a post that I wrote, actually before this all my spiritual experience happened, was I remember saying to someone, I was talking to them about other churches, and sometimes I feel like we're such in a state of seeking peace and searching for things that maybe part of the process is just being in a state of peace, being in a state of love. And again, I am not beyond that myself, and listening to the people around me and learning from the people around me. And getting something good and positive, and from that, I get helped in my process, and that's something that I said, I think, in video 2. And so this just this for me really has been about coming full circle. This post, and it's I'm very grateful for it. Basically at the men's group, I was sitting there, and I was personally kind of not in a great mood, and I kind of went there, a little tired, a little worn out, and just kind of not really knowing anything other than I needed to go. And I went there, and we were reading the scripture, and I was kind of I wasn't really feeling it. I wasn't kind of, I was listening, and I kind of started to find myself looking for things to counteract, and I really couldn't find anything. And I was, and then I also started to feel bad about that. Like, wait a minute, that's not why I'm here. I'm not looking to counteract things. And some amazing things have happened in religion. So I really didn't need to do that anymore. And in some ways, a lot of things have changed, and that's been such a huge blessing. while I've been in this process, a lot of the things in religion have changed, and that's kind of what I had personally hoped to see, and to see them happen has just been such an amazing thing. So here I was in the men's group with certain things having happened, and not really even needing, even if I saw them, it doesn't matter. Things have changed. And so that's the beauty of it, and that's just an example of how sometimes you don't have to fight. Sometimes you don't have to. You just. But I wasn't there mentally. I knew that I didn't have to, but I was just kind of sitting there, and people were going around sharing, and I want to really dedicate this particular post to one of the men at this group by the name of Juan, because he raised his hand and he said, I'd like to just focus on the love today. I've been greatly impacted by the love that Jesus spread, and that's what makes me feel good, and that's what gives me hope, and I appreciate the love. It's the love that I feel. And for me, I've said that so many times in my poetry and in my posts, but I wasn't in that mindset at the moment when he said that. To the point where when he said it, it didn't even really register right away. And I was sitting there, and I was kind of even like slumped over a little bit. And it was about a few minutes after he said it, and it was like bam, and I just swung around, and I said, you know what? I want to say thank you, Juan. Thank you very much, because you're right. And this is a perfect example of how Jesus' message of love transcended through all of time to impact Juan at this very moment, to have him speak and voice the fact that it's his love that makes him feel good. It's his love that's what he wants to focus on. And then it hit me. And it impacted me. It woke me up in that moment. It brought me out in that moment of kind of despair and being a little tired and worn down. Juan's message of love affected me. It impacted me. And now here I am, thanking Juan for that message. And you can see how powerful Jesus' message of love was, that it transcends all through time. It hits all of us. That was the point of all of that, was for him to spread a message of love to the people around him, to try and change things, to focus on the love. And it was so powerful that it's transcended all of time. And it hit him, and then he shared it, and it hit me. And now here I am sitting, sharing it with you, and hopefully doing the same thing. And really that's all it's about. That's what all of my poetry has been about. That's what all of the posts have been about. It's just getting to that point where you authentically understand the truth of that. And you can go through, sometimes it takes what I've gone through to really just genuinely understand that that's all it's about. And when you set out on that journey to discover that, it's not easy, but that's the journey of discovering the love. And then you get to see how other people have discovered the love, and then you can share it. And it keeps going. It's a message of love. We all have it in us, and we all have the ability to share it, and we all have the ability to search for it, and we all have the ability to find it. And I just wanted to make a quick video, video number 8, just saying that. It's short and sweet, and I wanted to thank Juan for his message of love to me, that he got from Jesus, and now I'm sharing Juan's message today of love, and I think that's the point. It's Jesus' message, it's Juan's message, it's my message, and it can be your message too. Have a great day.